Hello everyone, Rusty here. In this video, I will guide you through the development of an electronic ASBCA Rule 4 file focusing specifically on subparagraph 4C. ASBCA stands for Armed Services Board of Contract Appeals. It is an independent tribunal within the Department of Defense that hears and decides contract disputes between government contractors and the Department of Defense. The board has jurisdiction over appeals from decisions of contracting officers or their authorized representatives on various matters arising under the Contract Disputes Act and other statutes or regulations relating to contracts within the Department of Defense. ASBCA Rule 4 is a rule that governs the preparation, content, organization, forwarding, and status of appeal files. According to the rule, documents shall be submitted in 3-ring binders with splines not wider than 3 inches, with labels identifying the name of the appeal, ASBCA number, and tab numbers contained in each volume on the front and spline of each binder. Each binder shall contain an index of the documents contained in the entire Rule 4 submission. In this digital age, the ASBCA strongly encourage electronic submissions rather than paper filings. Irrespective of Rule 2, all unclassified documents may be submitted electronically unless the board orders otherwise. If you want to submit classified documents, you must first contact the board's recorder for guidance and permission. Regardless of the method of submission, a party filing any document with the board must send a copy to the opposing party unless the board directs otherwise, noting on the document filed with the board that a copy has been so furnished in accordance with Rule 2B. Okay, let's get into the details. Other Rule 4C directives include documents in the appeal file may be originals or legible copies, shall be arranged in chronological order as much as possible, tabbed with sequential numbers, indexed to identify the contents of the file, and any document without page numbers shall have page numbers added, such as a Bates numbering system, and all documents must be in English or include an English translation. First, set up a file folder specifically to collect and organize your documents for submission. Make copies of relevant documents and place them in the folder, converting any document not already in searchable PDF. If a document's not able to be converted into PDF, lock it so that it cannot be altered. Fillable PDFs are not acceptable. Using a date format of year, month, and day in front of your file name will force rank them into chronological order. Alternately, you may use 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth, or you may find it helpful to use the corresponding tab number. Next, set up a folder called Tabs. Then you will develop a set of tabs to serve as separators between your file submissions. Setting up a separate tab folder will allow you to reuse your tabs multiple times. Now that we have our tabs and we have our relative documents collected into one folder, it's time to produce our Rule 4 file index. I recommend using Microsoft Word or Excel, and although there is no prescribed format, it's good to start off with the concerned parties, the ASBCA case number, your contract number, and to state that this is the Rule 4 file index. Here you have your tabs, short document description, and the document date. Once you have this completed, convert it to PDF. Using your PDF editor, arrange and join the individual documents into one, starting with the file index, separating each document with a tab. We'll go to Combine Files. We'll copy and paste. Combine. Do a quality check. With our quality check complete, it's time to add the page numbering. Page numbering is to be consecutive and continuous from one page to the next, so that the complete document, including any supplements, will consist of one set of consecutively numbered pages. Using the PDF editor's Bates numbering function, add a number to each page. Preceding each number, place an A designation for appellant or R for respondent, indicating which party provided the document. An alternate designation would be to use the agency or contractor abbreviation preceding the Bates number. Let's take a look. We're going to use our combined document. We're going to edit PDF, more, Bates numbering, add. We'll select the document we want to add the number to and say OK. These are the default settings. You may want to adjust your Bates number up or down so it doesn't interfere with existing header or footer on the document. We're going to use the lower right footer, insert a Bates number. The default is 6 digits, starting with number 1, and the prefix we will use is Rustico. Say OK, and you see the preview. Here, we're going to use the ASBCA case number, and here, we'll use the concerned parties. There is no prescribed format. We say OK, we'll close and check. Here we have the Bates number, Rustico 1, we have the ASBCA case number, and we have the concerned parties. We have tab 1 for our first document, and this is page 2. Let's scroll down to our meeting notes, where we have a footer for the meeting notes, which is page 1 of 2. We see it's pretty close to the ASBCA case number, however, it doesn't interfere. But just for clarity, you may want to adjust down your Bates number. Let's skip on down to the last page. This is page 14. If we were going to file a supplement, we would add it after page 14, starting with page 15, and carry on with our numbering. Lastly, let's add an interactive feature to your index. Your PDF editor may add page thumbnails to your document by default. If not, or if in addition to the thumbnail, you may wish to add an internal document link. Adding internal document links to your file index is most helpful when your file has several hundred or even thousands of pages. To do so, check here. You'll see the thumbnails. It's quite handy if you have a small file. But if you have hundreds or even thousands of pages, to find the one that you're specifically looking for may be difficult. So let's go to Edit PDF, Link. We're going to add a document link. We're going to put a box around the area. We have a choice. This can be a visible rectangle or an invisible. We'll leave it as invisible. We're going to view a page. We'll say next. Then we'll scroll down to the page. Here's our page view. We'll set the link for page 6, or for tab 6. We'll close and test. This concludes development of an electronic ASBCA Rule 4 file. Good luck on your filing, and until next time, so long.